All right, I think we're live. So, we're gonna roll on with more playthroughs. I know Ben already played this one today, but um, yeah, I wanted to check out Tom Yipley's Sugar Maple Acres. So, this is from Team Scottish on console. We're gonna play Pin 4 White Tees. All right, pretty low sun angle here. Um, all right, so just to run through what the console designers had to do, they had to have a reasonably small plot area, about roughly 1,000 by 1,000. Yeah, this routing looks pretty tight. I don't think he tried to sneak anything by us. Um, no water, less than 50 feet of elevation change from high point to low point. Yeah, this plot looks like it's doesn't have any big mountains or hills on it. Um, And then we said at least 3 par 4s under 400 yards. So let's see, we've got hole 1, 4, 7, 11, 13. Yeah, so obviously you hit that. But still got a decent amount of yardage, 7,400. All right, let's play away. Right away, the bunkering is really striking. We got a healthy tailwind. We could probably carry that bunker on the right. Kind of reminds me of some bunkering I'd see on a Tanner course. Um, just like really boldly sculpted and striking. You know, kind of some um, aggressive contours. It's kind of what's really popular with a lot of architects these days, like Andrew Green, I think is a big one. His kind of shaping is sort of aggressive. So anyway, first hole I just kind of bashed a driver down to the right of the green because I had a tailwind. It's not trivial. You do have to carry that bunker on the right side. If you want to, you can lay up left. I just kind of drove it into the light rough, left myself a flop. But yeah, it's extremely hard to execute aggressive sculpting like that. And I mean, it looks like you pulled it off pretty well, just based on this first green complex. Over there's maybe a little overdone, but I see what you're going for. All right, so second hole, we got a long par 4. Nice change of pace from the first hole, which was a short par 4. Plenty of width here. We got OB down the left. Looks like just judging from the overhead and from the tee here, it looks like you've got some movement in the fairway there. That was a pretty lousy swing, but I think the wind might save us. Yeah, we got a reasonably flat lie. played close to the bunker. Yeah, I don't think the OB isn't really that close to the green. 176. Yeah, it's uphill a bit. I think this is okay. We'll play a little long. So this green is a lot bigger than the last one. As you might expect, it's a 500-yard par 4. Yeah, the green's got, you know, pretty gentle slope. You got some red in there to keep things interesting. That back left pin certainly looks like it's, you know, pretty challenging. Otherwise, yeah, this pin is, you know, you got plenty of room to run it up. You got a little bit of you can kind of use that slope to stop your ball if you're coming in from the right. All right, birdie start. All right. So I like the way the green just kind of sits above that sort of yawning bunker on the left. I guess that's actually a greenside bunker. It looks kind of like it's a fairway bunker, but it's not. Okay, so that nest of bunkers doesn't really look like it's meant to be carried. We're into the wind, so we're not going to reach it. Plenty of room to the right, though. And yeah, I remember Ben playing this one. You got this massive fall off on the left. So the further left you drive it, I guess you're not hitting towards it. Well, you do have to be a little careful. All right, I think we'll just go kind of at the right edge of those bunkers. I like the gentle slope of the fairway from right to left. Nothing feels forced on this hole, even though you do have that giant natural feature there on the left. Okay, I don't want any part of that swale on the left. Looks like if you play left, you do have a shot at a flatter lie. At least that's what I have. Oh, God. Well, let's go check out the swale. "13 feet. Well, I'm not messing around with a chip shot, obviously. didn't give that enough respect. All right, still no pars on the card. All right, so this is a maybe unconventional looking short par 4. It looks like it's kind of all carry to the green there. I suppose you can play way right, and it looks like you won't have to hit over as much of that sort of hump in front of the bunkers there. Yeah, that carry, I could probably make it with this wind, but it's a little iffy. But I might be able to give myself a flop if I play left. I can club up here. Or it'll be a pitch to from an angle that's terrible for that. I don't know. Obviously, it's a blind pitch. Yeah, we'll try that. Uphill lie into the wind. That'll work. Yeah, 7 feet. Okay, yeah, so that pitch from there isn't terrible. The green runs away from you a little bit. I imagine if it's downwind, it's definitely trickier. Oh, and there's a little bit of a helping slope there, so you're not totally screwed if you go left. All right. Plenty of bunkers here. We can try and take on that carry on the right. Given how downwindy we are, I think we can do that. Yeah, it's a par 5, so kind of pays to be bold. We overcooked that one. I think it stayed out. Yeah, 367. Quite a poke. This is going to be too much. Okay, so it looks like if we want to run one in here, we kind of got to fit one into this little alleyway, although it looks like it's got some slopes that are going to kick it God knows where, so. But I think maybe right around there. See how that works. It didn't feed right for me. Yeah, so this green, again, another fairly quiet green. I'd say in general so far the greens I've seen they don't have a ton of interior contour, which is, that's what he decided to go with, but they do have some red slopes kind of around the edges. So it looks like the screen is kind of in a little hollow. We're obscured by that bunker lip. Thank you for giving me a proof that I'm not in a bubble here, Maddie. Um, all right, so I think we got plenty of room to bounce one in here. I mean, it's not like it's that long. No, it's a lousy choice of line and club. Okay, so what's the green going on here? Okay, so I think you definitely can use the ground if you land it in the right spot. Interesting though, it's not all that long a par 3, yet there's lots of short grass around. All right, took us 6 holes, but we made a par. All right, and now, I mean, this hole still got plenty of bunkers, but there definitely feels like there aren't as many sort of in play. All right, we're dead into the wind though, so I think we can go right at that middle bunker, and we won't get there. We got a little kick to the right there. I think, yeah, we're gonna be off a big upslope. We're right on this mound. All right, so given this lie, I mean, we can see how much the contours are protecting the screen. I don't think that's a pin I want to mess with. It's up, severe uphill lie into the wind. We got to give that pin some respect. Yeah, I think just probably a stock pitching wedge might work. Didn't give myself much of a birdie look from 110 yards, but I was kind of out of position there. Okay, so this is definitely one that's can get away from you if you're not careful. We'll come back. Yeah, just a little bit. I'll take 3 feet from out there. But yeah, really enjoyable course so far. It's got its challenges, but obviously plenty of width. Okay, so we got this. I personally probably wouldn't have put that tree there because it's just kind of invading what's otherwise a pretty beautiful looking sight line. I mean, I guess it's guarding against, like, is there like a shortcut here that you don't want people taking? Or if you have to take it, you have to cut it around this tree that's right in front of you. Yeah, because it looks like this is kind of the direct line. I don't know. Would you have to punch a driver through there? Well, I don't think this green's going to be reachable if we don't at least give it a try. So let's do something stupid. How far is the punch driver carry? 224. Oh yeah, we got that carry easy. Left myself 310 in. Yeah, I really broke this one. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, obviously you'll have a better angle. It looks like the green's kind of got a bit of a hollow in it, maybe, like it's kind of sloping from the high point coming off that bunker down towards the middle of the green. So if I play way right here, I'm probably going to have a harder pitch. But if I want to have a better angle, I got to leave myself like 140. So I'd say given the wind, I think I'm probably better off just playing for like a bunker shot or something. But yeah, those bunkers next to the green look really great. We haven't seen anything like these in the contest. I think the ones on Axel's course are maybe sort of similar in terms of their shape, but the sculpting is very distinctive. Okay, I think we can flop this one. It's into the wind, uphill. I think if we go with a pitching wedge flop, we can make it. Oh, it went in. I think we'll get a replay there. Yep, that's how you play the hole. Punch a driver through the little hole there. Bash a 3-wood, hole a flop shot. Oh, nice camera angle. Really shows off the green. There we go. Yeah, so I guess I kind of had that red, but at least you left me with a little bit of fairway. You can see where my ball landed there. Okay, so now it looks like we're just kind of down the chute here. You got that diagonal bunker and kind of like the ridge that it's set into. Suggests that you want to be further left. That's also a more direct line to the flag. But we got a wind coming in off the right. Yeah, this definitely feels much tighter than most of the other tee shots we faced so far. So I really appreciate the scale of the fairway contours here. Lots of uneven lies, but you know, obviously the holes aren't going massively up and down. All right, this might not be enough, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Yeah, I thought I might get a fast. So there's kind of like this little punch bowl short of the green. All right, we're starting to cook. All right, -6 through 9, not bad for a CCG player. Okay, so we've kind of got a sort of a lion's mouth green here on a diagonal. Really short hole, especially with the front pin here. Downwind, this could be tricky. I'm assuming the green is kind of like compartmentalized, sort of, but we'll see when we get up there. Waving to the non-existent crowd. Must have been a good shot. Yeah. Yeah, not the most challenging wedge shot. I'll say that. You know, there's not really a whole lot of danger around this pin. I mean, obviously, if you miss badly right, that's no good. I'm curious if you have a pin that's like right over the bunker there. That one looks pretty spicy. All right, so now we got a short par 4. Green's on an angle. I think we can certainly make that carry given the wind. I bet that green side bunker doesn't look terrible because, you know, you got maybe not a ton of green to work with, but you can land it short. I don't know. I'm curious how much this is like 10 at Riviera. Like, I wonder if that bunker isn't so bad. Oh, got a fast. That may not make it. Oh, yeah, we're in the short stuff. Yeah, you got a fairly flat lie too. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, front pin's kind of in a bowl. But it's not too exaggerated. I think even if you just land it somewhere in the middle of the green, you've got a pretty reasonable 2-putt. Ah, overread it. Okay, so now we got this long par 3. Plenty of run-up area. You got these string of bunkers that are just kind of obscuring you. Looks like there's a kind of a spine that's sort of cutting through the green there. You probably don't want to be on the wrong side of it. It's unclear what's going on at the pin. I wonder if I just laid up, if I was just like barely short of the green, if that might be an easy chip. We're into the wind. I don't want to hit driver, so yeah, I'd say let's just go with a 3-wood here, see what happens. It's on a good line. That's going to be a little long. It came back a little. We got the fist pump on the blind tee shot. Apparently he knows something we don't. Okay, so I guess that isn't really a spine. That was just a shadow that I was looking at. But yeah, the kind of the right side pin could be tough. It looks like that you get that little narrow spit of green in the back. It doesn't look like it's really surrounded by a lot of trouble. I mean, I feel like you could just have a really easy short chip shot if you play a little left of that. I gave that a pretty big hit, but it's in. Hey, Adam. Glad you could stop by. I'm just eviscerating Yipley's course. I mean, by -8 through 12, I'm not ripping it to shreds critically or anything. Okay, so we can try and carry the bunkers here. Yeah, I'm curious why, because I mean, you got this string of elaborate bunkers, and then you just you're just blocking the view of it from the tee with just this raised patch of fairway. I'm kind of curious why you'd do that. All right, we can make that carry, or we can go way right. It looks like there's kind of a, you got the mound jutting out from those bunkers, so the pin would be right past it. So probably not a trivial pitch if we drive down that way. So yeah, I'd say let's go left here. This is nobody's plot. This is a console publish. Oh, and we didn't stay on top. Now this is bunkering. All right, uphill lie, downwind. I think we might have to put some spin on this. All right, again, pumping your fist. You have no idea where the ball is. Okay, so it wasn't too unreasonable a shot. I feel like in some ways this feels kind of Strancian because it's like got lots of bold features, but it's quite playable. There's, for the most part, there's plenty of width, and the greens themselves, like where the pins aren't overly crazy. I mean, I'm playing in high winds, and I'm -9, and I'm a, you know, kind of middling CC player, so. Although I did have a silly hole-out eagle. Oh, that was terrible. All right. So we got another green protected by a massive bunker. I can't imagine having sculpted all these bunkers, because it doesn't look. It looks like it was. You know, this is not like, you know, just hit it with the flattened brush. Sculpting. This took some careful attention. All right, we gave that one a lot of respect. And we're rewarded with a downhill putt. We got that little bowl on the left over the bunker. Now that was pretty pathetic. All right, we got 2 par 5s in the last 4 holes. Okay, again, monster wide fairway, but we got this central bunker. I don't know, it'd be nice if I could see it. It looks like it's just left of the pin, so if I start right here, the wind should bring it over. I like the big field of green in front of me. But yeah, that central bunker is very, very hidden. Okay. This is very much out of range for me, but obviously plenty to think about in terms of where to hit your second shot. I'm wondering if any of these options are particularly good. Looks like I can go left. I know it looks like it's a bad angle, but I suspect it might be okay if I go over there. How much? Yeah, 279 to that back bunker. I think we can play over that on the left. Yeah, we got a pretty healthy left to right wind here. Ah, we didn't make it. Yeah, so if we got over there, we would have gotten a big kick to the right. Probably wouldn't have gotten on the green. It probably would have gone in front of that bunker there. But a pretty cool, big, bold feature, which really adds a whole lot of interest to the second shot. But yeah, like, you could have told me on the first, you could have told me when I saw that this course on the first hole that this was a Tanner Bronson course, and I'd say, oh yeah, that seems about right, sculpting style. So it does have that sort of feeling. Oh god, this is a plug, 36%. Like, what do I do here? I guess I just kind of bash it up here. Yeah, I couldn't even get it to the green. Definite mogul course out here. Yes, he is in this contest. He's on Scottish's team. Oh no, Tanner's not. Tanner is not in the contest. He's busy doing real life architecture things. All right. Oh man, this par 4 is going to be a beast for me. I like the gentle downhill tee shot. I feel like I haven't had this look yet. That adds a lot of length to the hole, but I'm going right there. It does give me a better angle, but yeah, we're not getting there. So what kind of third shot do we want? Probably a chip, some kind of chip from short right. That's gonna find the bunker, I think. Oh, we're just short of it. Yeah, I was right. We wanted to be on the right, but we got a rough kick there. Yeah, that feels a little. That's a pretty severe feature for a 520-yard par 4. I wonder if it might have been a little more interesting if you just left this as short grass and don't put a bunker there, so you can potentially kind of run a ball up and over the hummock. Let's try a partial flop here. That's too much. Ah. Okay, so sort of. Oh, I guess this has manipulated tees, huh? Because the green tees are 208 and the white's 174. I just saw the whites were the furthest tees, so played them. I will not be entering National Treasure. I've doing basically right after the major contest, I went right into building a plot for this contest and then started designing. I need a break. The weather's gonna warm up. You know, I maybe like to play some real golf. Yeah, this is another kind of quiet green. You got this sort of subtle yellow slope cutting the green in half. All right, I need a birdie to beat Ben's score from earlier, from his stream. Well, clearly we gotta go right here. Ooh, got a nice little boost off the ridge there. All right, and then this is very, yet this narrow little alley to carry it through. Oh man, right to left wind, ball above my feet. I gotta aim this thing out of bounds. I got a fast. That's probably in the bunker. Oh, got over it. Gonna have a long uphill putt though. Yeah, you can. It looks like you can run it on. Just a very, very narrow window. And if you want to get closer to a left pin, I think you got to carry it. That would be give it enough. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, there we go. 62. 62 in high winds. That's a pretty decent round for me. But so yeah, that was very interesting course. Really like the bold features. It really makes the course stand out. The planting, I didn't really comment on. I could kind of take or leave the planting. It wasn't, there was nothing, I didn't see anything bad or anything, but it didn't really wow me or anything. But you know, I'm here for the golf, so I don't really think about the planting that much. So yeah, I think that's a good, like, you know, course that you can score on, but it's also got lots of things to capture your interest. So it's not like you won't want to just sleepwalk through it. Um, so yeah, that was another strong publish from the console crew. So I guess with that, I'll sign off, and hopefully some courses start dropping from my plot soon. We've only had Trail Ducker, so I'm looking forward to streaming some of those. So until then, have a good night.